Welcome to JASM Graphs. Hey, have you ever wondered why some people seem to just achieve everything they set out to do, while the rest of us are still dreaming? Well, it almost always comes down to one thing: goal setting. Today, we're going to unpack the secrets to turning your biggest ambitions into actual reality. You ready? Let's dive in.
So, I want to start with a bit of a curveball question from the author Mark Manson. He asks, what kind of pain do you want? Think about that for a sec. It's easy to say you want the big reward, the success, the finish line. But the real question is, what are you willing to struggle for? What challenges are you willing to accept to get there? Because that, right there, that's the real heart of any meaningful goal. Okay, so with that pretty intense question in mind, let's get down to basics. What exactly is goal setting? Because I promise you, it is so much more than just a wish list or a daydream. So here's the more, official definition. It's the development of an action plan. That's the key phrase right there. It's not just about wishing for something. It's a very deliberate process where you commit everything, your thoughts, your actions, your energy, to a specific outcome. You're not just pointing at some mountain in the distance. You're actually drawing the map to get to the top.
And this is just a brilliant way to think about it, an idea made popular by James Clear. Your goal is like the rudder on a boat. It sets your direction. It tells you where you're going. But you're not actually going to move without the oars. And the oars, those are your systems, the little things you do every single day that push the boat forward. You absolutely need both. One without the other just doesn't work.
But why is this whole process so powerful? Is it just some feel-good motivational trick? Absolutely not. There is real science behind this. Decades of research in psychology show us exactly how having clear goals literally changes our performance.
So a couple of pioneering psychologists, Edwin Locke and Gary Latham, figured out that goals work their magic in four main ways. First, they guide your choice. Suddenly, you know what to focus on and what to ignore. Second, they fuel your effort. A bigger, more exciting goal just makes you want to work harder. Third, they build persistence. When you hit a roadblock, and you will, a clear goal gives you a reason to keep going. And finally, they kickstart your cognition. They force your brain to get creative and come up with new ways to solve problems.
All right, so knowing why it works is half the battle. Now for the other half, how to do it. Let's get really practical here and break down the 5 core principles you need to craft goals that you can actually, achieve. First up, and this one is huge, is clarity. A vague goal like, I want to get in shape, is basically useless. What does that even mean? But a goal like, I'm going to run a 5K race in under 30 minutes 3 months from now. Now that is a clear goal. There's no ambiguity. You know exactly what success looks like. Next is challenge. Your goal needs to stretch you a little bit. If it's too easy, you'll get bored. If it's totally impossible, you'll just get discouraged and give up. You're looking for that Goldilocks zone, a goal that's tough but still achievable, something that gets you excited and maybe just a little bit nervous. That's the sweet spot.
The third principle is commitment, and this one is all on you. You have to be bought in. Really believe in it. If your heart's not in it, the second things get difficult, you're going to look for an exit. So you have to be honest with yourself from the start and make sure it's a goal you genuinely want.
Principle number 4, feedback. How in the world do you know if you're on the right track? Well, you need feedback. It's like the GPS for your goal. It could be numbers on a spreadsheet, the scale in the morning, or advice from a mentor. Whatever it is, that feedback tells you if you need to adjust your course to stay on target.
And finally, number 5, we have task complexity. Look, let's be real. Huge goals can be completely overwhelming. Thinking about writing a book can feel paralyzing. So the trick is to break it down. Don't think about the whole book. Just think about writing one chapter, or even just writing 500 words today. Small, manageable chunks, that's how you keep moving forward.
Okay, so we've got the 5 big principles. Now I want to give you a super simple, super powerful tool that wraps them all together. You've probably heard of this one before. It's the SMART framework. SMART is just an acronym that acts as a checklist for a great goal. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If your goal ticks all 5 of these boxes, you are in great shape. And here's where you can really see the difference. Look at this. The vague goal is, I want to complete a project. That's not a goal, that's a wish. But the SMART goal? Wow. Launch a mobile app for our company website by the end of June. You see, it's specific, you can measure if it launched, it's achievable with the teams involved, it's relevant to the business, and it's time-bound. That is an actual action plan.
So even if you have the world's most perfect SMART goal, there's one more secret weapon you can use to seriously boost your odds of success. And you know what? It's incredibly simple.
Check this out. A study from Dominican University of California decided to explore the power of accountability. Researchers basically wanted to know, does just writing down your goals and telling somebody about them actually make a difference? And yeah, the results were pretty mind-blowing. Just look at this chart. The people who only thought about their goals had the lowest rate of success. No surprise there. The people who actually wrote their goals down did a lot better. But the group that just blew everyone else away, they were the ones who wrote their goals down, shared them with a friend, and then sent that friend weekly progress reports. The bottom line is crystal clear. Accountability works. Big time.
Okay, I know that was a ton of information, so let's boil it all down into the key things you need to remember. This is the stuff you can start doing, well, today.
So here's your action plan. First, always remember the difference between your goal, that's your rudder for direction, and your systems. Those are the oars making progress. Second, build your goals on those 5 core principles we talked about. Third, use the SMART framework to make those goals crystal clear and actionable. And finally, find an accountability partner. That simple act of writing it down and telling someone could be the thing that makes all the difference. Hey, if you found this explainer useful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Maybe even share it with the person you just decided is going to be your accountability partner. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one SMART goal you're setting for yourself? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, for more deep dives into ideas that can help you level up, make sure you subscribe to Josam Graphs. We'd love to have you as part of our community.
I'll leave you with this final thought. Setting effective goals is a skill. It's not magic. It's a muscle you can build. It's all about finding that perfect balance that challenges you enough to keep you engaged and motivated on your journey. Thanks for hanging out with us on Josam Graphs. We'll see you in the next one.